Hello friends, today we are going to work together on the shape of a teardrop, and for this we need to notice that is a sequence of increases, the top increase and 3 bottom increases and peyote stitching on the sides. We are going to use 2 colors for the Delica beads, and color A, the dark color, and color B, the light color, the white color, and we are going to use A for the increases and B for the sides. And now let's start. For step 1 we start with a base ring made out of 3 Delicas in color B, 3 Delicas in color A, then again 3 Delicas in color B, and 2 Delicas in color A. And we just secure the circle with 2 knots. Okay, and then we go back through the last Delica in color A, and this is our circle at the end of step 1. Here we can already see the shape of the teardrop. On top of these 2 Delica beads we are going to build up the top of the teardrop, and here around these 3, the black ones, we are going to build the increases for the round bottom of the shape. So here we add 2 Delica beads, we pick up 2 and go through the next one, and here we have done the increase for the top of the shape, and we continue with peyote stitching around the sides. So we skip one and go through the next, the middle bead in color B, then we skip this one and we go through the first bead in color A, and here we are going to add 1 Delica in between these 2 beads, and again we repeat this, pick up a Delica in color A and go through the third one. Okay, like this. And we continue to peyote with color B on the side, pick up, skip the first one, go through the middle bead, pick up a B, skip one, and because we are working on in a circular work we have to step up, so we go up through the last 2 Delicas in the row, and here we have our teardrop at the end of step 2. For step 3 we continue with the usual increase for the top of the shape, which is 2 seed beads, Delica beads go through the next one, and now this is followed by 2 peyote stitches with the color B, one and the second, and now we pick up 2 Delicas in color A and go through the next A that sticks out, and we repeat this 3 times. 2 Delica in color A and go through the next one that sticks out, pick up 2 Delica in color A and go through the next one in color B. And with this we have created the increases for the round shape, the bottom round shape, and now we end the row with 2 peyote in the color B. Being the last stitch, we have to step up through the last 2 beads, and here you are. For step 4, we continue with the top increase, pick up 2 seed beads, Delicas in color A, and now we peyote 3 times with color A, color B, sorry, with the color of the sides, and here we finish the increase. So for the round area the increase is 2 1 2 1. So if we had 2 in the previous row, in this row we are going to add 1 in between those 2, and between the increases we are going to use the color of the sides. And again the second increase, so on top of the 2 we add 1 in between, and between increases we have color B, the color of the sides, and here we have the third increase. In between the 2 we add 1. And now we finish the row with the other 3 peyote stitches in color B. Being the last stitch, we step up. Here is our shape at the end of step 4. For step 5, we are going to increase for the top of the shape with the usual 2 Delica beads, and then we are going to peyote all around with color B, the color of the sides. At this step the shape is already big enough so you can feel that you need to keep it flat in between your fingers. So Be careful with the tension of the thread. The more tension you add, it cups up and it doesn't keep the flat shape. Another one. And the last stitch, so we are going to step up, and here we have our shape at the end of step 5. For step 6 we are going to start with the increase for the top of the teardrop, and we continue with 4 peyote stitches in the color of the sides with color B. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now the increase. If we have one Delica from the previous row, that means that we are going to add 2 on top of it. Okay, and we just peyote stitch in between the increases, and it will be like this. Careful with the tension of the thread. The second increase, so 2 color A on top of the previous one, and the third one 2 color A, and now we end with other 4 peyote stitches in the color of the sides or color B. And here we have the last stitch of the row, so this means that we have to step up through the last 2, and we make sure we flatten it up, and this is the shape at the end of step 6. Now we have step 7, the last step for the teardrop in this size, and if it's the last one we can decide to do to use 2 Delicas for the increase, or just 1 and make a pointed end. Let's say that we go with 2 for the last increase, and now we are going to peyote 5 times with the Delicas in the color of the sides, which is color B. Four and 5, and here if we had 2 Delicas for the increase in the previous row, now we are going to add 1 and 2 peyote stitches in between the increases, 1 Delica in color A for the second increase, 2 peyote stitches in between, and here we have the third increase with 1 Delica in color A. Keep the shape flat, control the tension of the thread, and now we finish with the last 5 peyote stitches in color B. Having the last stitch, we step up through the last two. So this is the size of the teardrop that is made using step 1 to step 7. If you want to have a bigger one, you have to repeat steps 5, 6 and 7, and it will increase from this size to this size. This is a beautiful shape that works very well for earrings, and the larger shape, if it's doubled and zipped up on the sides, can be a very nice pendant. I hope you liked this tutorial. Please comment, like and subscribe if you want. And see you soon for another tutorial. Ciao, ciao!